This is Mark Roemke with Ninja Training TV. I'm going to tell you guys a story quick about Hatsumi Sensei in Japan. And so Hatsumi Sensei took the time to teach through stories, and stories you can remember. And they're amazing for you to connect with your lineage, with the training, and with techniques that might help you out in more than just one part of life. So this particular story was on a really hot day in the summertime, and he was saying that there are different seasons of the year and you should train accordingly. So if you're in the middle of winter, you're not warmed up, and you go into some heavy throws or some gnarly randori and you're really getting heavy with your sparring, you're probably gonna be more prone to injury, like a snapped ligament, a torn, tendon, or muscle pulls, bone breaks, you name it. It could all happen. And I've been there and I've seen it. In the summertime, it's like zesty. It's time to go. You can do all sorts of stuff that you normally wouldn't want to try if you're cold, because you're already super warmed up. But then he said there's seasons in life. And so this is a huge one, because everybody likes to compare other martial arts. Oh, would this one work? This one's better for self-defense. This one uses weapons. It would take all the other ones out who don't use weapons. Doesn't matter. What it's meant for, in my eyes, is to make yourself a better person and to go through life and to have different seasons. So when you're young, you're supposed to be banging and going heavy and hard and making all this stuff happen. When you're getting into your mid-levels and you're banging and you're going hard, you might break bones and you might tear something, and depending on what you do for work, that could put you out, and you could be putting your family out. So you have to train accordingly. You have to slow it down at first, maybe learn techniques in a different way, and then go heavy when you want to. Then in your later years of life, you should reevaluate lots of things. So we have a lot of people who will buy the black belt set, and they'll write me before they buy it, and they'll say, hey, would you recommend I start this at age 50 or at age 60 or at age 70 or whatever their age is? And I say, yes, do it, because you're not only training your physical body, but you're also training your spirit and your mind. And so you're going to gain so much by training. And so here's a physical example of this. It's summertime. We're warmed up. We've been shooting a bunch of videos today. So if I'm going to be doing a throw with Kyle, I'm going to come back here and I'm going to do Koshinage. Boom. Now, if you're 70 years old and you're just starting training, do you want to get thrown like that? Hell no, you don't want to. You're going to get hurt. So if you are 70 and you're just starting, guess what I'm going to do? I'm going to come in, do the loading phase, and then put you back down so you can feel what it's like to have been pulled off balance, to lose your footing, to come up, but you don't have to take the big heavy hit. You can still train. There's still so much that you can grab out of that from being the uke and from being the tori, the people who are doing the move and accepting the move. There's another phase. Let's say you're not warmed up, or you're in your 30s, 40s, and 50s, and you still can take some ukemi, but you don't want to take the big heavy hits at first. You want your body to go. You could just start with the same move, off bounce, and then turn it into where you go into a throw with a roll, and you can go into that. So you can take these techniques and adapt them to how they need to be. The other thing I'll say is, when I made my first curriculum, I was really young, and I took out a lot of the throws later on in life because I didn't want to do those throws as much as I got older. So I put in a lot more weapons work, because weapons are typically, you can do those without having to take a lot of heavy ukemi and things like that. Now later on in life, I love shooting. It's like the lost Indiana Jones scene where the guy's swinging the knife and he just goes, eh, bam, right? There's ninjutsu. So it's really fun, but the story of this that Hatsumi taught was amazing, and you should look at that. There are seasons in your life. There are seasons of the year, and it all makes sense. There are certain seasons when you're younger where you just do crazy work and you don't care about your future. In your mid years, you start to go, wow, I should start to save up for when I'm older, and maybe I need to have a caretaker. And then when you're in your 60s and 70s, hopefully you plan for your life, and then you can start to take vacations and do all your beautiful stuff that you did when you saved up. So think about that. It applies to so many different aspects of life. And I love that story that Hatsumi said. He said so many beautiful stories and gave just little gems like that all the time. And to me, to have somebody do that in my life, there's a mentor that I really appreciated and I'm just grateful for. So this is Mark Roemke with Ninja Training TV with a really cool ninja story for you. And I hope you take that and think about it and share it with other people and ask them like what they think about the seasons of life and the seasons of the year and what changes during that. It's a good thing to contemplate. All right. Thank you guys so much for being here. And as always, keep training.